Bangladesh is suffering in many ways due to the long-term stay of Myanmar citizens, said Prime Minister. People from all walks of life paid homage to Sayyida Sajida Chaudhry at the central Shahid Minar. Low pressure created in the Bay of Bengal turned into deep depression. Seaport asked to hoist warning signal number 3. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Mytv English News. I'm Ashikul Zaman with you in the newsroom today. You are watching the headlines, now the details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said that Bangladesh is suffering in many ways due to the long-term stay of Myanmar citizens. She said this while inaugurating the 46th Indo-Pacific Army's Management Seminar in the morning. The Prime Minister said that the development of Bangladesh is now a surprise to many countries. In particular, Bangladesh has achieved a great success in eradicating poverty, creating food security, establishing gender equality, and reducing maternal mortality. Mentioning that any war is a major obstacle for the development of the world, the Prime Minister said Bangladesh is always in favor of peace. Later, while inaugurating the 11th Inter-Prague Conference, the Prime Minister said that there is no alternative to digitalization of law enforcement to combat terrorism and extremism. Chief of Army Staff General S.M. Shafiuddin Ahmed has said that every member of the Army is working to maintain peace under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. He said this at the 46th Indo-Pacific Army Management Seminar in the morning. At this time, the Army Chief said that Bangladesh is always interested in global and regional peace. Every member of the Army is always on full alert. Army Chief urged to work together to protect regional stability. The first funeral of veteran politician and brave freedom fighter Sayyida Sajida Chaudhry was completed at MN Academy ground in Faridpur. Ignoring the drizzling rain, people from all walks of life participated in the funeral of their beloved leader at 11 a.m. Nagurkanda Madinatul Ulum Madrasa teacher Ismatullah Kashemi conducted the funeral. Later, Sayyida Sajida Chaudhry's body left for Dhaka. After homage was paid at the central Shahid Minar by all walks of life in Dhaka, the body was taken to the National Mosque Baitul Mukarram. After the second funeral there, the body was buried in Bonani graveyard. Awami League General Secretary and Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir has commented that BNP is suffering the consequences of politics of murder, conspiracy and terror. Pointing out that the party is paying for its past mistakes, he said that if they do not return to the path of democracy, the people will give a befitting reply through the ballot. In a statement sent to the media, Obaidul Qadir said that they are threatening the police force and creating new opponents. The General Secretary of Awami League said that if they want to change the government, they have to come to the election. He said that at the end of the term, election will be held in accordance with the Constitution. There is no chance to change the government without election, he said. Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmud has expressed hope that the biopic of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, will be released this year. He told this to the reporters at the Secretariat in the morning. Earlier, outgoing Ambassador of India, Vikram Kumar Doraiswamy, came to meet to the minister. After the meeting, the Indian High Commissioner told reporters that the Bangabandhu biopic will be released as soon as possible by the two countries. He also commented that Bangladesh-India relations are very sustainable. The Information Minister said that the relationship between the two countries has become stronger during the tenure of the outgoing High Commissioner of India. He said that Prime Minister's recent visit to India was very successful. of Bengal has turned into deep depression. As a result, Chattogram, Cox's Bazar, Mongla and Paira seaports have been asked to hoist warning signal number 3. I repeat, warning signal number 3. Intermittent rain and stormy wind were blowing over the sea and Sundarbans coastal areas. Due to the high tide, Dublachor was inundated with a flood of about 3 feet higher than the normal tide. Mongla Meteorological Office said that the low pressure is located over Odisha coast and northwest Bay of Bengal area of Bangladesh. The hostile weather will continue for 2 to 3 days with intermittent gusty wind and rain. At this time, the Department of Meteorology has maintained flood warnings in 15 districts. Saiful Islam, one of the members of the extremist group who received life imprisonment, was arrested by RAF from Narayanganj after 30 years. In 1987, Saiful group attacked Gurudashpur police station in Natur, killed one constable, looted the police station's stockpile of weapons and abducted the arrested extremist leader from the police station. The court awarded life imprisonment to Saiful in this incident. Later, he was hiding in different parts of the country under different identities. He was arrested on the basis of secret information on Sunday in Rupganj area of Narayanganj. Lieutenant Colonel Arif Muhyiddin Ahmed, the captain of RAP 3, said these things in a press conference organized at RAP's media center in the afternoon. Now international news. Australia and New Zealand have officially declared King Charles III as the head of the state. The announcement was made at separate events in the capitals of both countries on Sunday. Ceremonies to proclaim Charles as the king were held in Wellington, New Zealand, at the Parliament Houses in Canberra and Australia. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern announced the King Charles III as their head of state, and Governor-General David Hurley, the representative of the British monarchy in Australia, announced Charles as their head of state. Meanwhile, Canada has officially announced King Charles III as the head of the state. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced this at an event. Apart from England, the British King is the head of state of 14 countries, including Australia and New Zealand. Ukraine has demanded the liberation of much of the northern part of Kharkiv from Russian forces. The head of the Ukrainian army said on Sunday that the troops are advancing to the south and east. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky praised the troops for liberating large part of the country's northwestern Kharkiv province. In a statement at the social networking site Telegram, General Valery, the chief commander of the Ukraine, said they are also moving north. He also said that in last 10 days since the beginning of this month, the Ukrainian army has liberated more than 3,000 square kilometers of the country from the enemy. Now, sports. Spanish star Charles Alcaraz won the first Grand Slam in his career. In the final of the US Open, he defeated Casper Ruud 3-1 sets to become the champion. Alcaraz advanced to the final by winning.
Please welcome the participants for tonight.
Your 2022 US Open men's champion, Carlos Alcaraz.
We are about to the end. The headlines once again. Bangladesh is suffering in many ways due to the long-term stay of Myanmar citizens, said Prime Minister. People from all walks of life paid homage to Sayyidah Sajida Chaudhry at the Central Shahid Minar. Low pressure created in the Bay of Bengal turned into deep depression. Seaport asked to hoist warning signal number 3. Australia and New Zealand have officially declared King Charles III as the head of the state. Spanish star Carlos Alcaraz beat Casper Ruud in the US Open, won the first Grand Slam in his career. That's all for now. Our next news bulletin will be telecast at 7:30 p.m. in Bangla. To watch our news, please visit YouTube/mytvnews. To watch our program, please visit YouTube/mytvbangla and Facebook/mytvbangla. Stay tuned. Allah Hafiz.